Hello everybody, welcome to the channel if you are new here, welcome back if you are not. It's Baby Jesus here with another gold making guide. In today's video we will be taking a look at lodestones. Now lodestones are a relatively late game material. You can't actually mine them to your level 105 mining. They're used primarily to make lodestone bricks and subsequently obsidian void stones, which are quite late game items, but they're also used to upgrade cities as far as I know. I didn't get too involved with city management at all. Now, before we get too far into the video, however, I just wanted to say if you do find anything beneficial in the video, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It really does help us out. It doesn't cost you anything and makes me feel good. Now, if you don't like the video, please make sure to leave a comment down below on how I can improve on future content. Now, with that out of the way, let's hop right into it. So, where you are going to want to be for your mining is you're going to want to be in Brightwood. Now, you're going to want to be north of Brightwood. You can actually see my ping right here is where you are going to start your mining run. Now, I did run this a few times to make sure that it was viable, to see if the amount that I was getting was consistent. And within about 5 to 10 lodestones of consistency on this route, you can get 1,000 lodestone. You can run the route about twice per hour, and that's being very conservative. Realistically, you probably run it 2.5, maybe 3 times in an hour. But then you start running into logistical issues, as in like the lodestone nodes might not all be respawned while you're running it. But if you can run this twice in an hour, I think you'll be very happy with the results you're getting. That's giving you close to 2,000 or roughly 2,000 lodestones per hour. And on my server, they're selling for around $1 a piece. So I don't know if you want to do the math, but that's some pretty substantial gold per hour. Now, your server is going to obviously vary. Small disclaimer, I can only speak for my own server, but it's a good reference point. Now, you are going to start, and I'm going to pull up over here. You guys can see this is going to be my little map that we're going to use for the illustration purposes today. And I'm going to just draw here. We're going to add an artistic touch to our little drawing, and we are going to make it red so that it stands out. But as I said, on the ping is this little gray speck amongst all the brown up here. Now, we are going to start on that, and there's going to be 3 spawns on this little cliff. Once you've gathered those, you're going to make your way due south right here. That's a little thick, I think. It's a little thick. Yeah, we'll erase that. It's taking up a little too much room. So, you're going to start up on that little cliff face. You're going to make your way south, and you're going to head to this little outcropping right here. There's going to be another 3 spawn right here. You're going to gather all of those, and then you're going to head out to this massive outcropping as well. There's going to be another 3 spawns right here. After you've gathered those, you're going to head south once again to the bend right here, the horseshoe bend. Now, it's very important you stay on the ground for this. You don't want to run along the cliff because this one is actually in a cave right here. So you're going to gather them. There's about 5 or 6 that spawn in the cave, so make sure you gather them all. There's going to be a bunch of other materials on the route as well, such as dragon glory. You're going to find a lot of caches, supplies, you name it. You're going to find it along this route. So very, very, very important that you are paying attention when you're running so that you can maximize your gold per hour. If you're only here for the lodestones, then ignore everything I just said. Now, after you've gathered those, you're going to want to come up to here, this side here, just to climb up onto the cliff, because you're going to want to head up and over the cliff to right here. Now, at the end, right here, you are going to jump down and turn around and go inside a cave right here, and there's going to be another lodestone, a singular lodestone. After you've gathered that, you're going to make your way, and this is probably the longest route, maybe the second longest without any actual gathering happening, apart from side materials that you may come across. And you're going to run all the way down right to here. Now, along this cliff face, there's another spawn of lodestone. You're going to gather it. And then after, you're going to hop down and make your way through this little ravine, or this little canyon, I guess it is. And you're going to hop up and over, and right here, there's going to be a triple spawn of lodestone. Sometimes. I've honestly had a bit of variance there. I've found 3 sometimes, but sometimes it's only 1. So just take it all with a grain of salt. Sometimes you'll get the triple. If there's only 1, don't lose your mind. You could find just a single spawn there as well. After you've gone there, you're going to hop down the waterfall, and you're going to come across to this side here, and you're going to come up over here, and you're going to use you're going to come around the road, and you're going to go up through this little area here, up to another lodestone spawn right here. Afterwards, you're going to stay along the cliff and come back towards the waterfall, and you're going to find a triple, sometimes 4 spawn right here, and another 3 to 4 spawn on this side. Now, very important to note, the split between Ebonscale and Brightwood is somewhere like this. Which means, if you go to this side, you run the risk of aggroing the Ebonscale cougars, or leopards, whatever they're called. If you are not level 60, they will most likely one-shot you. Keep that in mind. So if you want, you can always just gather those and then hightail it to this side, or you can run the risk, gather the extra 3 nodes that are there, and make your way across here. Just note, you have been warned. After you gather that, I typically stay on this side. You're going to hop down, go across the lake, and climb up right here. And you're going to get nodes here and all the way across up here. There's probably about 10 nodes in this area, so keep your eyes peeled. They're very, very obvious, but there's a bunch of them there. Once you gathered those, you're free to jump down, follow this road all the way back to your starting point. Now, do note, there is a fast travel along the way. I believe it's right here. If you want, that will cut down on your travel time. But if you want, you run all the way back down. And by the time you get back, the route takes about 20 to 25 minutes, depending if you get everything or not. If you do get everything, then it's probably going to be on the 25 minutes, maybe a bit more than that side. And if you don't, like say if you skip all the stuff that might potentially be on Ebonscale, you could probably cut that down to about 20 minutes. Now keep in mind, Lodestones respawn between 15 and 23 minutes, depending on the size of the Lodestone node. So you might be able to double up on some of them, and some of them might not be spawned yet. Just keep that in mind. So if you can conservatively run this twice in an hour, say take half an hour, take your time, gather all the side materials on your way. After half an hour, they'll all be respawned, and you can run this twice in an hour, hypothetically. So, with that being said, how much gold is that actually going to get you? Well, you're getting about 1,000 lodestone per hour. You guys can see right now I have 1,002 lodestones. Now, there was a plus minus of about 5 to 10. On the lower end of the spectrum, I got 987. But on the higher end of the spectrum, I got 152. I ran it about 6 times. And the average was about 1,005. You guys can see this one was 102. It's going to sit around that amount, okay? So if you guys can say conservatively you'll get 1,000 lodestones per route, and you can run it twice in an hour, it's going to net you 940 gold on my server. And I could say that's probably on the low end, honestly. I could probably get maybe 95, maybe more. You can see the amount that is actually on for the lower amounts. I could probably get a little bit more. But if we're being conservative, I could say 94 cents per at 2,000 lodestones per hour. That's going to get you about 1,800 and... math is hard. 1,880 gold coins per hour based on these lodestones, right? Simple math, not too complex. 1,880 gold per hour, which is nothing to shake a stick at, guys. That's a good amount of gold per hour. I can't type either. So, if you guys join the Discord, I'll have a much more precise map posted up there with the exact route that I take. Hopefully this was good enough for you guys. Just note, you can make gold with lodestones. Check your server. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If you're getting 1,500 gold per hour and that makes sense to you, do it. If you're getting 1,000 gold per hour and that makes sense to you, do it. I'm not here to tell you what works or what doesn't work. All I'm here to do is give you guys ideas on what you should be doing, or could be doing, pardon me. So that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I hope you found this beneficial. If you did, again, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you didn't, make sure to leave me a comment. And heck, if you really liked it, definitely leave me a comment and let me know what you enjoyed. That being said, I appreciate each and every single one of you, and I will see you all in the next one. See ya!